Let's bring in Coach Bill Belichick. Bill, tell us about this Cincinnati defense. What's on your Belichick list for the Bengals D against the Cowboys?
Well, thanks, Peyton. Eli, good to be with you guys as always. Yeah, for the Bengals, I mean, it starts with not allowing big plays, which they've allowed a lot this year. I don't think they want to let Lamb get the ball, and then I wouldn't kick to Turpin. That last one, I know was
too late.
A special teams play, but as a defensive play, I wouldn't kick it to Turpin, especially not down the middle.
Bill, when you watch film of the Cowboys, Cooper Rush has come a long way since Week 11, that first start against the Eagles. He's settled in and played a lot better football these past few weeks. What have you liked about his game on this 2-game Dallas win streak?
Yeah, I think he's done a good job of, taking what the defense has given him. Coach McCarthy's done a nice job, in terms of the game plan and running the ball more. He's a little more play action, getting the ball out and not counting on a lot of, asking him to make a lot of tough throws into tight coverage, try to stay out of trouble, use the screens, just really quarterback-friendly defense. Good play calling by Coach McCarthy.
Hey, Coach, when you watch this Bengals defense, one of the things that sticks out, they don't do a great job of getting a whole lot of pass rush besides Trey Hendrickson, who does a good job. If you're struggling to get a pass rush with with just bringing 4, yet you're not always getting home, if you're bringing pressure, as a defensive coordinator, what do you try to do to get some pressure on the quarterback?
Yeah,
nice.
That's a naked there.
Play action on third down. Nice job.
He throws well on the run. Cooper Rush throws well on the run, both going to the right and the left.
Yeah. I think it comes back down to, again, trying to do what you can do best, and if you can cover well enough, then you can bring more. If coverage is an issue, then you probably if you can bring, then you can bring more. If coverage is an issue, then you probably need to stick with the 4-man rush and just pick your spots on when you want to pressure. But really, the biggest issue for the Bengals has been just their lack of, I would say, discipline in the deep part of the field. They've given up too many big plays, too many fringe shots, touchdown passes outside the red zone. And then touchdown passes into red zone, particularly on third down, which, of course, leads to a lot of points. Big plays and fringe shot plays. They've given up a lot of points that way.
That's kind of where they are right now, Bill, in that fringe area right outside the red zone. Eli, we call it the strike zone. It's a good time to strike, take a shot. You got more room before you get close to the end zone. Let's see if Dallas tries to do something. There's the trap pass. They pulled the guard. They pulled the guard. They ran the trap pass, the same play that the Patriots and Bill and Brady and Gronk stole from us. Watch the left guard pull, all right? They're faking the toss. That defensive end freezes right there. There's Gronk running right down the middle. Like I said, I'm still waiting on Brady's check. He said the check's in the mail. There's no way Tom actually mailed the check. Good play action pass there, right there by the Cowboys.
Well, Peyton, you talked about how you stole the Pittsburgh play from Pittsburgh. What did you send a check to the Steelers?
I did. I sent Cower, and he told me he got a haircut with the money that I sent him. But they've really struggled right there, Bill, right? I mean, the Bengals have given up a lot of touchdowns before teams even get into the red zone. It's almost like offenses are kind of keying on that strike zone fringe area about trying to get into the end zone. And it seems like it's just been a lot of busted coverages down there as well, Bill.
Yeah, here's another one now. They almost didn't get 11 guys on the field 2 plays ago on that pass to Lamb, and here they are substituting late again. It looks like they've had a hard time with just the communication and just getting lined up and playing good, solid, consistent defense. But they're trying to match the subs, and that's always tough against Coach McCarthy. Still bring them in late and mix up the substitutions, give you a lot of different personnel groups. It's hard when you're trying to match every group.
Big third down right here.
3rd and 2. Dallas has not been very good in the red zone, Pay. That's something they've struggled all year. Get down there and just settling for field goals or having turnovers. So
they can run it here. I think they're in 4-down territory. They can get a run here.
Let's get it.
Just get down.
Got to fire up there and get it.
Right. They're going to go for it because of that run. They'll definitely go for it. Bill, I feel like the Bengals have struggled without Logan Wilson. He was the green dot. He was the guy that the defensive coordinator was calling in, communicating the plays. When he goes down, the communication struggles, the confidence struggles, the tackling struggles. I think they really miss him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's a key position, especially when you're playing a lot of different personnel groups. Spend a lot of time here directing traffic. They're going to blitz this.
Yeah,
they're going to blitz this empty.
They're going
here we go. They're all coming now.
About to tie it in the block. Now he delayed blitzed.
Oh, he got him. Nice.
Wow.
Oh, did he bobble that thing?
CeeDee Lamb. No, he didn't bobble that. He's on my fantasy team. He did not bobble that. That's a touchdown.
Hey, you can see they brought the tight end right. They brought the tight end to block the blitz zero. The safety still added on. He saw the tight end coming saying, hey, I'm blitzing. But they still, good job by Rush just getting it out early, throwing a corner route. You're throwing to that back pylon. You just trust it. I'm throwing the back pylon. It's your job to go get there. You got your best receiver. Great job.
I really like what Cooper Rush did there, Bill. There's a free defender coming at him. I like looking in that direction. Don't look to the other way where that guy's going to hit you in the backside. You look in the direction of the free blitzer so you know how much time you have to hold the ball. He knew 22 was free. He was looking that way the whole time. Oh, yeah, that's a catch. That's points, too.
Absolutely.
That's points.
See the blitzer and drift away from him.
Absolutely. Good start. Good start, Cowboys.
All right, great job by Cooper Rush here. They're in empty protection here, Pate. You see right here, he sees this safety, number 22, kind of doing the blitz zero, falcon check. He saw in the study, that's blitz zero. Hey, I'm going to bring in my tight end. Bring in my tight end to protect. I got my chance. I know they're going to go in and out up here on CeeDee Lamb and Turpin. Is that Turpin on the outside, the other receiver? I'm going to just look into the blitz. Guy in my face. I'm going to throw it to the back pylon. They got blitz zero. I'm going to my best receiver. They can't stop them on a corner route. They should be inside leverage, always on blitz zero to take away the quick slant. So the corners are good if you got enough time. So a great job right there, seeing the blitz, making the check, throwing a touchdown.
No doubt about it. All right, Bill, let's talk about this Cowboys defense. What's on your Belichick list for the Dallas D against the Bengals tonight?
Well, Peyton, number one is no big plays. And, for me, that's cover two. I play cover two against these guys all day. You got to tackle Chase and watch out for him in the slot and keep Burrow in the pocket. I mean, Burrow's tough, but you certainly don't want him out there extending plays. He's really good at that.
Bill, we talked about Micah Parsons on our breakdown show this week. How did the Cowboys do such a good job using him, maximizing his ability?
Yeah, most of the time they play him on the defensive left or sometimes put him to the open side. Really, where they try to move around more is on third down passing situations, whether it's the inside matchup on the guard. A lot of times it's find the weakest offensive lineman and move me either inside on the guard or on whichever tackle it is. They would have several choices this week, especially with Orlando Brown out. But he really lines up where he is right here on the defensive left in that right-hand stance most of the time.
Coach, like you said there, with Orlando Brown Jr. out.
They're going to get Parsons here. They're going to get Parsons for offsides. I think he thought the tackle jumped first. There's no way a defensive end is going to agree with that call, right? Every time it's got to be the other guy's fault. Go ahead, E. I'm sorry to interrupt there.
No, yeah, Coach, I was thinking when you got a left tackle out, Orlando Brown Jr.'s out. Would you be tempted to say, hey, we're not going to move him around too much. We're going to put him over some new left tackle and just let him beat him all day. Is that ever a mindset right there?
Yeah, sure. I think it just depends on how flexible the player is. I think Parsons is more comfortable on the left, and I think that he'll be all right over there. I'm sure at some point Parsons will move over to the right side, the defensive right side. But I think for the most part he'll line up on the left. I just think that's where he's more comfortable.
You can see a chip right here by this tight end, Pate. I like chipping by the tight end because it's immediate. It's not the running back. You could blitz, the running back could get lost. I like that tight end chipping, getting a piece of him every time.
Absolutely, Eli. And that's all you got to do right there. It's just what they did right here. Just reroute them. Go ahead, get out, run your route. The tackle can handle them from there. It's really no pass rush at all. It's a nice job.
You talk about Burrow moving in the pocket, Pate. I mean, no one does it better than him, right?
I think Burrow and Mahomes are the absolute best at moving in the pocket, keeping their eyes downfield. They just feel the rush. Joe makes a lot of throws right as he's about to get hit. He had a jump pass last week against the Steelers, and he just feels the rush. He never looks at the rush, right? That's so critical as a quarterback. Eyes downfield the whole time. He's getting hit, taking good shots, but it's impressive. He and Mahomes are putting on clinic tapes about pocket movement there and two hands on the ball. It's good stuff.
And Pate, when he does a good job, he's moving up in the pocket so much, Pate. He's not breaking containment. He's like moving these little side shuffle, but eyes are always downfield, and he hits these little quick passes. He doesn't get a full throw on it, but he doesn't just all of a sudden break and run into the right for no reason. He'll hang in there if there's no pressure, and he can just slide and just take a
that's a headlock, Bill.
Extra time.
Headlock? Bill, that's a headlock, right? That's a
how
headlock.
do you hold on a screen pass?
You want to
hold on a
rush up the
screen.
field.
I thought that's the idea. Let him rush. You don't want to hold him or double team him on a screen pass. You want to let him get on the edge, push him out, let him rush. Give the quarterback a clear lane to throw.
There's a double mug, Pate.
Back it out. Now playing zone probably.
There you go. That's why I like the double mugs. That's why I like the Cowboys doing double mugs, because a lot of times with the Bengals, when you have a double mug, they put that running back right up on the line of scrimmage, right in front of one of those linebackers that's mugged up. And if you do that, there's no one to chip Parsons unless you're using it with your tight end. But that's an opportunity where he could get some one-on-one.
That's grounding.
That's good.
They're going to get him for grounding here.
Was running back in the pocket?
He's pointing to the running back
in front of him.
He's pointing
to him. He really was. There's running backs right there.
Remember, it's to avoid a loss.
There's fouls against both teams on the play. When the ball is snapped, 12 players on the defense. Intentional grounding on the offense.
Don't they blow it dead when you got 12 guys on the defense?
They should have.
He went quick snap. Quick snap on the substitution. We used to call attack, call ambush. We always tried to get the Patriots. I never could get Bill. Got some other teams, but just a quick snap when you see him substituting. Obviously, the Bengals can't substitute. We used to say attack, ambush. Just try to snap it real quick, but you can't have grounding at the same time.
There's that running back.
There's that back walked up, right? This is the second down defense.
There you go.
Good job by Burrow. He knew that, Eli, he knew that blitzer was free. His eyes were going that way, right to Chase. Another good example. Watch number 2 off the slot. That's the guy who's unblocked. Burrow's looking that way. Good football right there.
Hey, they're kind of rolling into that. We used to call it palms, but that corner could be sitting out there. He was soft right there, but sometimes they'll blitz and then they'll roll that corner down to jump some stuff, and they'll play cover 2 behind it. So you got to be careful of throwing quick game. If they do that too many times, they'll start rolling into that a little bit.
Quarterback run it. I tell you, this Brown, I like this Brown. Joe Burrow told me, Eli and Bill, he said he didn't think Brown caught one pass in last year's training camp. He couldn't catch. He had LASIK surgery, this past offseason. He catches everything. He's making explosive plays. Joe loves having him back there. You see him out there and empty. They have an explosive deep shot called in the game plan tonight to Brown out wide. We'll look for that. This might come right here. Please let this come right here. These phone calls by Joe Burrow may pay off. They're playing
Major
zone,
League, Pate. He needs the glasses.
They got bland on him.
Oh, they faked the screen. Hit it.
Oh.
That was it. That would have made my Christmas right there. They faked the tight end screen, Bill. Watch Brown. He comes out blocking like he's going to block for Chase right there. The corner actually bites it. He puts it right on the money.
He got a hand on it. Good play. Good play. Bland there, just getting a hand up there. You're very excited for that.
the deep insight that Joe gives me on a phone on Saturday at 3 o'clock in between him driving the Batmobile, that would have paid off right there. That corner just ruined everything, Bill.
They got to throw that on the linebackers.
Once again, second down is third down for the Cowboys. Zimmer is bringing the gas. Bengals got to be ready for that. A little bit behind him here, huh?
A little behind. Yeah, I mean he's got to catch that. I think he was worried. I think he was worried that it was behind him that it was going to get intercepted. He started playing defense a little bit right there. I think Pate.
Third and 10, Bill. Do you blitz him here, or do you play zone and kind of concede the field goal?
Looks like they're in a three-man line here, so this will be a little different look.
Maybe two-man.
Yeah, it looks
maybe
like they're playing coverage.
Double Higgins.
Yeah.
Double Chase.
Coverage.
Rushing forward with a spy.
Nice
play.
Hold on to it. Ooh. You can see right there, could have got a hold also on Parsons.
It's a little burger route by Higgins, a little in and out. Get it? In and out burger. That's hard to guard, right? When you play two-man, I like out-breaking routes. Defense is trying to stop the in-breaking routes. Good job there by Higgins and Burrow. Makes me hungry.
You know, this has been they've been several plays now where either Higgins or Chase has been inside. Looks like trying to match him inside there on Lewis. Diggs is definitely matching Chase. Was Chase out of the game here, but he's been matching him on the man calls.
I mean, I talked to McCarthy. It's like, who do you double? I mean, if you double Chase, that means Higgins is singled. You're better off probably doubling both those guys. They planned on playing a lot of two-man. You get down here, if you double everybody, if I'm the Bengals, I'm running the ball. So I kind of like calling two plays in the huddle right here, trying to kind of do what, see what the defense is lined up in and get to the best play here.
Yeah, I think with Diggs on Chase, they're probably not going to double him. I think they'll just leave him on him. But here he's not on him, so better be careful on the backside there. And they double him.
Fade, back shoulder.
Look at that.
Oh, my gosh, what a timing throw.
Well, comeback at the 6-yard line. That's pretty good right there.
We used to call it a Fuqua, Frenchy Fuqua, a fade, quick out. He sells the fade. Watch it, sell the fade, and now break out. Joe's throwing it to the front pylon, perfect location. Hard for a corner to defend that one, right, Bill? I mean, you're expecting the fade right there.
Yeah, it is, and I think this is what it's going to be is when, when Chase is singled out there, especially when he's not on Diggs, Diggs isn't on him, then that's where Burrow's looking. Diggs, that's a great matchup, though.
I love that play. That is hard on a corner. You're thinking fade, stop. Chase sells the fade. We try to tell him to get at least 2 yards in the end zone, make him really think it's fade, and then break to that front pylon. Joe's throwing it on time.
Prior to the ball being snapped.
You like that, Bill? Fuqua, a little Frenchy Fuqua. So that's a name from the past.
It is. Yeah, it is.
You come
it's
up
another
with that
check
name,
you can send to the Steelers for stealing their names, Peyton.
Yeah, it's all about word association, Eli, right? We had, a stutter fade. We call it a stiffy. We had multiple signals for that. You can give you some options there. But, Fuqua, fade, quick out, right? Fade, quick out.
Problem is now, Peyton, nobody knows who Frenchy Fuqua is.
I'm trying to bring the past back to the present.
I love it.
Teach these young players. All right, good answer there.
This is a good game. We got some offense. Finally, we got some game with some offense. This is what we like. We like all offense.
Kate York hit the ball well there, so it's good to have him back, for the kicking. They might need one.
All right, let's see what the Cowboys offense come back with. McCarthy says they want to run the ball, play action, keep Cooper Rush in rhythm. Did a good job of that first drive. Seats I'm wearing tonight are benefiting Peyton Manning Children's Hospital and were made by my good friend Colton. Colton was diagnosed in June of 2018 with T-cell lymphoma and has since received nearly 30 lumbar punctures spinal taps, regular chemotherapy at Peyton Manning Children's Hospital at Ascension St. Vincent in Indy. I got the chance to meet Colton a few years ago when he was getting treatment at the hospital. Colton is now a healthy 12-year-old boy, and 4 years post-treatment, he enjoys playing baseball, card collecting, Legos, bike camping, bike riding and camping. These cleats, I'm going to sign them after this show. They're going to be auctioned off on NFL.com, My Cause, My Cleats. 100% of the proceeds go to the programs offered at Peyton Manning Children's Hospital. How about yours, E?
Yeah, my cleats are benefiting Tackle Kids Cancer through Hackensack Meridian Health. They were made by my buddy Shane and his sister Savannah. Shane was diagnosed with leukemia in December 2022 and has courageously battled with his family beside him. Shane and his sister Savannah have found support through the art therapy funded by Tackle Kids Cancer. I got to do an unboxing with Shane and Savannah at Tackle Kids Cancer last week, and Tackle Kids Cancer raises crucial funds for pediatric cancer research and patient care programs through TKC MVPs, Most Valiant Patients, and their families at Hackensack Meridian Health. And like you, Pate, you can bid on my cleats at NFL.com/MyCauseMyCleats to support the amazing work Tackle Kids Cancer does every day.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, little run there on the first down play. Talked to McCarthy. He just said we got to keep Cooper in rhythm, running the ball, play action. You know, that Philly game, it was his first game playing. He also took a pretty big hit in that game on a fumble, got rocked early. Since then, since after that game, he's really settled in and played some good football, Bill.
Yeah, he really has. He's done a nice job.
Yes, look at this.
I'll tell you what, watching Lamb and Burrow, it's two really good players. They're so dangerous with the ball.
Pretty sure I'm making the playoffs tonight. Me and Marshall's fantasy team, Eli. Nice cutback. Bill, I mean, it's a wide receiver screen. He's supposed to hit it kind of in the alley. He cuts it back. I mean, should that backside defensive end kind of be there waiting on that?
100%. Absolutely. Well, he was. Hendrickson was.
Rush.
He just got too far upfield and couldn't make the play. You can kind of see the team speed here with Cincinnati's an issue.
You would call that a big block. That's how you declare the quarterback.
Was that Cooper Rush? Was that Cooper Rush blocking Hendrickson?
Just
getting in that
the way.
play?
Yes, he had the key block to freed up. Slam.
Oh no, no! He got wired on the press. Hey, when it's press on that fade route, you can't just throw it, in rhythm right away. The corner went outside and inside. You got to be sure he gets a clean release and determine whether it's a back shoulder throw. That's a little bit of just not playing right there. Lamb,
it looked like on that screen that looked like on the screen Cincinnati had a pretty good beat on that. With Lamb in the number 3 spot, which is usually not there. He put him in the number 3 spot, and they played a screen well. They just couldn't handle the cutback. Oh, good run.
Pop that. And Bill, what is that right there? Is that run fits? I mean, that seems to be,
he got an unblocked guy. Right, just can't make the play.
D tackle's unblocked.
Eli, you were talking about the Rolodex. Ask Bill that question. I'm curious.
Yeah,
his answer.
I know they're in the red zone here, but this, they probably won't do it down the red zone. But Bill, the Cincinnati's kind of a Rolodex defense is what we used to call it. A lot of different looks, lots of different coverages, different blitzes, doing so much. Yeah, they give up so many big plays. At some point, do you ever say, hey, let's simplify this a little bit and just run some plays that we're good at and just, let's not make the mistakes. But
I agree. I think that's a good way to go. Make sure that we know what we're doing. Instead of trying to, always fool the defense, make sure that we can execute what we need to do. So that's the best way to make sure that everybody's accountable and try to put the brakes on defense is giving up a lot of big plays, especially in the right area.
I agree.
Yeah, well, they're giving up a couple big plays already. Let's see if they can get a stop here.
Good quarter. Good quarter.
All right, we got some great second half guests. We got John Legend coming live from a concert. He's in Portland, Pate. He's going to be backstage in his green room coming on the show. Then Chris Collinsworth, obviously one of the great broadcasters, and he's going to come on the fourth quarter and take it home. Should have a good game, so it'll be great to have him on.
Hey, Bill, since the Bengals went cover 0 early, if I'm playing quarterback, I wouldn't expect them to do it again here. I'd expect them to play a little more coverage. They could play man, but I wouldn't expect cover 0 here if I'm Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I think the big thing for the Bengals is don't let Dallas run the ball in. I mean, Rush made a good throw, like you said, to Lamb on the flag corner route. But, yeah, just there it is. Make him throw it.
No. They threw diagonal slant, and they ran into each other. Lamb ran into the defender. He's got the wheel route. They ran slant wheel, actually. He's got the wheel. That happens a lot down there when it's crowded. Let it.
Offensive tackle was on the end of the line, uncovered. Penalties decline. First down, Cincinnati.
Oh, it's a drop.
Kind of let it clear a little bit. Kind of let it develop and show itself. When you throw that thing on time, you're not sure what's going to happen. This is the second time we've seen Lamb run into a defender and put Cooper Rush in a tough spot. Nothing Lamb could do about it on this one. I think the last game I pretty much, threw him under the bus, but this was not really on him. He's got Ferguson on the wheel route right there. That's going to make the Cavender girls happy. I mean, so many good things would have happened right there if Ferguson catches that touchdown.
Are they going to review this? Looked like that ball might have hit the ground.
It did. It looked like it did. Yeah, but when that linebacker goes over the top, you got to think about throwing the diagonal, or in this case, the wheel.
The wheel, right? Yep.
Yeah, it's tough. Too many guys on a slant.
When the corner's pressed, but the safety is off, sometimes you can kind of get into that situation where you have to wait for that slant to get either over the top. You never want them to go underneath the safety, but you're also, there's an inside linebacker you're worried about also. You don't want to wait too long. That inside backer is a lot of times the guy who intercepts it. You don't see him. And so you're trying to
just
throw it
the diagonal, right, Eli? Just throw the diagonal.
Exactly.
I always like the tight end on a pop route. To clear that thing out of the way so the slant.
Yeah.
So the slant is totally, people call it lion, whatever. Just clear it out. Take the mystery out of it. All right, good run, good start right there. If I'm the Bengals, we're backed up. Let's get it. Let's get it out of the end zone. Let's get one first down. I like outside throws backed up, Bill. I don't like throws over the middle, just like Cooper Rush, where they can get tipped. I like outside throws, kind of try to get us out of this backed up area.
Yeah, well, read the defense. If it's cover 2, you got to throw it inside. But yeah, if it's post safety, which a lot of it is down here, post safety and sometimes quarters, then yeah, it's great to get the ball out on the perimeter.
Tight end and
about time to go to Gesicki.
By Parsons. There's your chip, Bill. There's your chip. The tight end's out.
Right over the middle. Right over the middle, Pate. That's just what you talked about. They're not listening to you. He went right over the middle, got the first down. But, Pate, I do like that. Pate, you talked about kind of having a two-jet. I need my Parsons and my tight end here, Pate. But you can see right there, if I can get my guys here, they're around here. I got a tight end. Got a chipper. So, Pate, but you can say right there, I only like a tight end where you can move him around to get a chip on Parsons. Let's say, here you go, Logan, come over here. We got Parsons right here as my defensive end. You got two-jet Parsons.
In the sweatshirt, okay.
So he's over here. I got two-jet. If you have a back, they might be double mug. You can't blitz. So, hey, Logan, go over here. You got Chip Parsons. Get a chip and get out. Down, set, hut. There's a chip. Tight end can still get out. He can clear the underneath. You can still throw it. So you got that great defensive ends, Parsons, the TJ Watts. You got to have a tight end presence to get a little chip on those great rushers. So you give it a little a little extra time, get the ball down the field.
So you're saying if Parsons is lined up away from the tight end, just shift or motion that tight end over and still get that same thing done.
Yeah, get a motion. If he had a diagonal route, he was on the right and had a diagonal route, and you had to move him to the left, he'll just run a shallow route. So he'll still get to the same area. His route will just change a little bit. And you're not staying in the block. You don't want the tight end blocking him. It's just sometimes just a presence. Just a presence of being outside of him to get him a little chip so the right tackle can get up on him. They can't use speed to get by you. Just have a little presence right there. There it is. This little presence, little chip, and there he's out.
Yeah, Bill talked about it on breakdown. It's really just, kind of delivering that defensive end to the tackle and then get out on your route, right, Bill?
That's it. Yeah, just reroute him unless he runs into the tight end, which he usually doesn't. But yeah, and so, you know what? They might start flipping Parsons because they've chipped over there. Like here they are again. They've chipped over there on almost every play.
Screen. Oh, nice.
I think Joe does a good job.
Yeah, that's a
Joe does a good job
blitz.
throwing it on time. No, I mean, yeah, Eli, you talked about it on one of your voice memos. Bill, you didn't have to hear that. I saved you. He had a lot of uhs and you knows. It was really annoying. But his point was that Burrow, he picks and chooses his times to hold the ball. He throws it in rhythm. Sometimes when he feels like he has to make a play, he'll hold it a little longer. He'll kind of, move in the pocket to try to freeze a defender, but it's all calculated. He does an excellent job in the pocket and kind of dictating to the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's really good in the pocket. He's got really good poise and obviously a strong arm to deliver the ball. He doesn't need a lot of, space to run up and deliver the ball. He can just flat-footed out of there. So those guys easy to protect for.
Bill, would you think you'd be in 4-down territory here if you're Cincinnati?
I mean, they just got their kicker back. I'm not sure how good they feel about him. They're not going to try a 60-yard field goal. So, yeah.
It's Parsons.
Your back stepping up, Eli.
Move Parsons to the left side. There you go. Ooh. Look at it. Ah, he missed it. Going left, Pate. Bill, they listened to you. They put Parsons on the left side. They had no chip over there on 3rd and 3. Maybe we might not get a chip. The back stepping up. Good job. He feels
Holding.
it.
Offense number 67. That's a 10-yard penalty.
Okay, if you decline it here and they go for it, Bill, do you decline it or do you take the penalty here? Because they could go for this if you decline it.
Yeah. I generally like to get him in 4th down, but it's 4th and 2. I guess Coach McCarthy feels like he wants to get him in long yardage here, 3rd and 12, 13. I don't know if Dallas has a check on or not, but when the back walks up, that time they bailed out. Linebackers bailed out.
Might be coming over the slot. They're playing zero. Oh,
all right.
Okay, you got to go for it.
Same position.
Got to go for it.
4th and 3. They're going for it. 100%.
They went cover zero again. Just trying to keep Joe from having a chance to hold the ball. He's doing a good job getting out of the pocket. Good throw on the run to the left right there. All right, Bill, if you're Dallas here, do you blitz here? You play man? What do you think? I'm hoping they play man if it's me.
Yeah, I don't think you blitz. The ball's going to come out too quick. I think it's a good spot for Gesicki.
Looks like cover 1 press.
Yeah,
looks like man.
Bunch formation down there. Where's Chase? Oh, they stopped him.
Your boy. The Lasix didn't work there. He dropped it.
Hey, easy. Chase got jammed. He wanted to go to Chase in the slot.
There's Gesicki wide open. Gesicki's wide open coming over the middle.
Bill, we should have put all your Bella checklist on the Jumbotron so both teams could have read them before the game. Nobody's listening.
All right, Pate, take us to a little tell us straight and Manning. Give us a little breakdown. Give us some knowledge.
Well, Bill, Eli, the Steelers killed the Bengals on these checkdowns last week. Just a little 5-yard checkdown right over the ball. Look at the defense just kind of splitting. There's nobody right there in the middle. Russell Wilson, Steelers got a lot of yards. Same thing. This is cover Tampa 2. They're just getting the back right out there on a checkdown and just picking the defense apart. My recommendation, I'm still in the cleats, by the way. I want you to notice that I'm still ready to play, is, okay, you see it right here. Okay, here's this hole in the defense. What I would do is drop one of these defensive linemen. They call it a P dropper, a little drop of P, if you will, right there in the middle. And now he'll be there right as this check down is going to come out. That defensive line will be there. You won't get as good a pass rush, Bill, but you'll take away that easy check down that offense is trying to do. You like that call, Bill? Good play as a defensive coordinator, P dropper?
I do. I like that. That's a good changeup. You know, it's tough for a quarterback because a lot of times you can't feel the difference between a 3-man rush and a 4-man rush, and you're just getting the ball out on time, right? And that extra guy, you can't really, sometimes hard to keep track of, you know, it's only a 3-man rush. You're just used to getting the ball out of there. So I like as a mixer, you know, some blitz 0 and some 3-man rush.
Did they call it P because it's a little drop of P, Coach? I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Is that how you put it in when you were?
The way I learned it was P was prevent. So prevent was a 3-man rush, you know, kind of end of the game, where you'd rush 3 and play 5 under 3 deep, and but then that term just was used for, you know, all 3-man rush coverages. It was, you know, P1, P3, P2, whatever it was, to designate a 3-man rush.
That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Eli and I are on the clock to get lots of questions answered from you before you go and coach somewhere next year. You tell us about Omaha. You tell us about P Dropper. We have 2 weeks left to get lots of questions answered.
I'll do the best I can, Peyton. I'll do the best I can.
All right, same thing. So, I mean, to me, if I'm Dallas, I might go empty again right here and just see if that forces an automatic all-out 0 empty check, because that's what it was the first time, right, Bill? That was an audible by the defense versus empty to cover 0.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's given Cincinnati is a problem is when Lamb is in one of the inside spots, like he is here in either the number 2 or the number 3 spot. They don't really have a good matchup on him in there. Probably play zone anyway, but they dropped the end on him. Okay, so there it is, Eli. There's your reverse chip. The defensive end, Chip Lamb.
I like that.
Also a bit of a P dropper here, if you will. 3-man rush, Tampa 2.
Call it prevent.
99 drops a little. He drops. So obviously the Bengals were watching Telestrate and Manning right here. That's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to throw that check down, which was kind of almost Lamb in this situation, not open. Like I said, you're not going to get a pass rush, but you're not going to give the easy completion up.
Well, on those quick throws, that's really good.
Maybe. Ooh, Coop, don't do it. Don't do it.
He kind of rushed that one, Pate.
Mike seems happy.
Yeah, drilled.
He got drilled. He got drilled.
But don't. He stopped.
That's a crossing route. Like versus zone, you kind of sometimes give that guy a ability to throttle down, to maybe stop. You don't run into coverage. But that's a guy on your back, open space in front of you. You got to stay on the move. And that's what Cooper Kupp thinking. This is man-to-man, stay on the move. That guy's stopping right there. Luckily, that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah. I never liked those routes that had gray area by any means, where it's a read route. I know you did a lot of those, Eli. I'd rather have everybody on the same page. All right. Lucky that wasn't another turnover right there. All right, Bill, let's flash back to week 1 of 1994, my senior year in high school. Your Browns against these Bengals. Vinny Testaverde throws a touchdown, and you decide to go for 2. Tom Tupa runs it in for the first ever 2-point conversion in NFL history. The 2-point rule was new that year. What do you remember about that play call, Bill?
Can we go back to that play? Can we go back to that 2-point play? You'll love this one.
Go back to
it's
that
an
play.
audible. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. It's an audible. If the Bengals were in an overload rush, which they are here, they're rushing to the right. Then the run was to the left. If they were in a balanced rush, then we'd kick it. And so here the overload's to the right, so we're running to the left right there behind number 7-7. That's Orlando Brown Sr., okay, which is the guy you want to run behind. He's pancaking at the defender there. And so Tupa ran right behind him. That was an audible by the kicker and the holder to go to the left. You got to be careful, though.
Go ahead, Bill.
Well, and as you guys know, you got to be careful about using terms like left and right and black and white and those kind of colors because they sound too much alike. So you got to be red and blue or colors that don't where there's no way of screwing up the word because we didn't know which way the overload was going to be. The overload was to the right, so we ran the holder ran a dive to the left.
We always use Tyson and Balboa, right? I mean, you just can't confuse that. Tyson with the righty, Balboa with the lefty. Go ahead, E.
Brilliant. Coach, I want to go another memory going back to these Bengals. 2010, Gronk's first game and first touchdown came against Cincy with Mike Zimmer as their defensive coordinator. Fade in the right corner of the end zone. We'll show that clip here in a second after this play. But did you have a sense early on how good Gronk would be?
I mean, not really.
Here he is.
Look, Gronk wasn't always Gronk. Yeah, that's not a fade. He's just running a flag pattern there.
That's a little corner route.
That's a little corner route. Gronk wasn't always Gronk. He became Gronk. He became a great receiver through his work ethic, his concentration, and his fundamentals and techniques. He didn't play much as a freshman at Arizona. Then he had an okay sophomore year where he caught about 30 passes, but he did a lot of blocking. And, of course, he didn't play his junior year and then came out into the draft. So, I mean, he only caught like 30-some passes his entire career by the time he got to the NFL. He needed a lot of refinement and technique work and fundamentals. Well, that's a great job in the pocket by Burrow.
Great job.
But, yeah, people think Gronk was Gronk, but he wasn't. He became Gronk. And that's really a credit to his hard work. And, Tom spending a lot of time with him, showing the fine points and how Tom needed Gronk to run those routes so well.
Great job, Pate. Great job stepping on the pocket, kind of going to the right. He didn't want to run, buying some time, kind of him working the right. Good job right there, receiver. Senior quarterback work right. He came back, worked down, worked with the quarterback. You want to run with the quarterback, the way the quarterback's running, so you get open on the scramble drill. Oh, shot.
Nice. Just a deep comeback.
Yeah.
Play action. I always like on those deep comeback routes. They actually kind of, it was a comeback or a corner route, Eli, versus cover two.
Cover two.
It kind of turns into a corner route. But I like the fact that Joe's in play action, knowing this route needs time to develop. And the back getting out, Brown, he didn't catch the ball, but that was critical to holding the corner where he sucks up, and now Chase can get open. I like this long developing routes with heavy play action. It makes it easier for the quarterback. Bill, you didn't like that coverage for some reason.
Coach,
no, I don't like Diggs jumping up on the back.
Yeah.
Back's 2 yards behind the line
Diggs.
of scrimmage. Make him throw it to him. And again, the guy you got to cover is Chase and Higgins. Let him throw to the backs. Let him throw to the tight ends. Just get those two receivers. Make sure they don't kill you.
They had Brown lined up out wide. That was the same concept that they faked earlier. This time they threw it to number 3 on the quick flat. Brown blocked that time. Still wish
That's
he would
probably
have
an
completed that
audible.
one.
That's probably an audible right there. They went empty. Dallas put 6 guys in the box, so they said, hey, we're just going to throw the tight end in the flat. Someone's got to run out there with them from way inside.
Oh my God.
That's bad tackling. And the referee's down. Referee got taken down. Oh.
On a whistle.
Jerry will not like this. He will not like this, but this will raise some money. Saying he didn't score?
I think
He stepped out of bounds at the 7? Oh, no. That's a touchdown.
That's a
touchdown.
How'd they call him out the 7? Right there? He's not even close.
That's in.
Touchdown.
He needs to pause right here, wait for the touchdown signal, and then go back and start the celebration. I feel like he gets screwed out of a good celebration right here.
He gets a second celebration? You get a double dip?
Yeah, he gets 2. They're screwing him out of a good one.
He jumped in.
He didn't get to finish. I mean, Bill, You talked to your receivers about what they were going to celebrate in the end zone, right? You kind of gave them time during the week, and
is that Wednesday
sort of
practice?
bounced some ideas off of you. Yeah, Wednesday.
Thursday meeting. Is that the Thursday morning meeting? Y'all go over the celebration, Coach? What day is that?
Yeah.
Eli, while we're waiting,
They're
please
going to
ask.
call him out.
Oh, we got a break. Eli, I got to know Bill's answer about Joe and his Batmobile when we come back.
All right. Oh, yeah, I got to hear it.
Touchdown.
All right, touchdown. The touchdown. Did he? I didn't see, Pay, during the break, did Chase Brown get to do a celebration? Did he get a second celebration?
No, they screwed him. They screwed him. It was going to raise a ton of money for the Salvation Army. Jerry wouldn't have liked it, but it was going to be a good thing. And the refs called him out of bounds at the 6.
Yeah, he got it in the original. I mean, he got it in the first time.
But he had a whole thing planned. And look at his reaction.
No.
What?
No. What? What do you mean?
The 6?
Step out of bounds. I scored. Here you go. Okay, you got to throw the ball. Got his touchdown ball to his fan.
Nice. All right, E.
All right.
Ask
Hey,
Bill the question we've been dying to know.
Bill, that Joe Burrow news came out saying he bought the Batmobile from Christopher Nolan's movies. He spent $2.9 million on it, and he wants to ride it to games. What would you say if one of your players that wanted to ride or buy a Batmobile and drive it to the game? You all for that?
We had one. One. Doug Flutie.
Who?
Doug bought
Flutie had a Batmobile?
Yeah, from the Timber. Doug Flutie's famous for 3 things in New England: the Hail
Drop
Mary,
kick.
the drop kick, and the Batmobile.
Look at that. He's got a Batmobile. I love it. Hey, you talked to Burrow.
Doug.
Did you mention the Batmobile? Is it street legal? What's happening?
It seemed to be a little bit of a sensitive subject with Joe. He really didn't want to go there. He was giving me lots of other good nuggets. I bought the Batmobile. I kind of pulled back. I didn't blitz. I kind of did. I did a little P dropper. I kind of stayed in soft zone. I didn't press him on it.
I'll tell you, Doug drove it.
We
The
saw
drop kick,
sweet.
the Hail Mary, and a Batmobile.
A legend. The legend.
Doug is a legend. Love Doug. He was fun to coach.
All right, let's see if the Cowboys can answer here. No reason to go no huddle or hurry up, quite yet, because you don't want to give it to the Bengals right back. But let's try to take our time, be kind of methodical down here, and hopefully score with just a few seconds left on the clock with a field goal or a touchdown, and go to halftime.
Oh,
it's not open, Bill. I'm telling you. Both teams should have listened to your checklist before the game.
they put it up on the game
page.
page.
Some of these mistakes. What's that?
Put it on the Jumbotron. They had it on the big Jumbotron. They had the Belichick list right there.
Nobody was listening. Right? I mean, McCarthy and Taylor got to look up. I mean, Eli, you told me you thought about wearing makeup when you played the Cowboys because that Jumbotron shows everything, right? I mean, you can't miss it. Both coaches got to look up.
They got to look up. You got the Belichick list.
No. Cooper's thrown 3 passes now that he just shouldn't have thrown. I mean, look, those checkdowns are open when it's wide open zone coverage. When there's a defender in there, you can't just throw it. 3rd and 6. I'm playing zone here. I might drop somebody as well because it seems like he's not really seeing it quite as much. What do you like, Bill?
Get on him and double Lamb. But see, it's Lamb and Turpin on opposite sides here, so if there's no double on Lamb, that's where they're going. If they double Lamb, then they go to Turpin.
2-man.
Yep.
Oh, that's a false start.
Oh.
I like 2-man, Pate. I like 2-man. Right here.
Cover 55. Is that what y'all called it, Bill? Cover 2-man, cover 55. The origin
need some
of that.
kind of inside. Need some kind of inside route here. False start at home. I mean, come on. Can't
it's a whole
false start
different
at
play.
home.
3rd and 6, you can throw it underneath a little bit. You can throw some man beaters. 3rd and 11, a whole new world. This is difficult, especially with a good pass rusher. It looks like they might get a little chip on Henriksen also.
Oh.
There you go. There's a chip. And they still got the sack. There it is. That's what the Bengals have not done, is gotten pressure from any of their other
coverage.
guys.
New coverage came out and doubled Lamb from underneath.
I like zone coverage, though. You can tell when it's man, Cooper can kind of get the ball out of his hands quicker. When it's zone, makes him hold it a little bit. That's a good coverage there by the Bengals.
All right, Bengals will get it. Bengals will get a little 2-minute drive right here.
Eli, they should have run more trap pass. They
Trap pass.
Run, the Colts play. Belichick wanted to call it Colt. He told me this week. He said he should have called it Colt. For all the good plays Gronk and Brady made, they should have called it Colt. That would have been nice, Bill. Been a nice touch. All right. Eli, this was very shocking to me. I mean, I thought you were a man of the people. You've lived there since 2004. First time riding the subway?
I am a man of the people. I live in New Jersey. I'm not in the city that often. I was in the city last week. I had to get from uptown to downtown. I hopped on the subway. I'm a man of the people. It was in my contract when I was playing. I wasn't allowed to ride the subway. I could get pushed in front of a train.
Is that right? Right? Kind of like no skiing, no riding the subway.
No motorcycles, no subway in New York. That's you gotta stay safe.
Hey, Bill, the Bengals need to get the ball to one of your former guys, Mike Gesicki. He joined the Bengals this season. You coached against him in Miami. Then last year you had him in New England. He specifically said that he wanted to play for you. What have you seen that he's added to the Bengals pass game?
Why are you smiling at him, Coach?
Mike was a heck of a high school athlete, basketball, volleyball. He's got great hand-eye coordination, really tall, can jump, and just has a good feel for how to get open in there. So he's somewhere between a tight end and a big receiver. Just kind of tough to match up with. Tight end is a little too quick for the linebackers. And he's probably a little too big for some of the DBs. But Peyton, speaking of that trap pass that you've been so worried about that I didn't send you to check for, the one route that we did have was the Indy route. And the Indy route was one of your favorites. It was 3-by-1, and the tight end would release up the field and pick the slot receiver or the slot defender, and the slot receiver would go underneath the number 3, the tight end receiver. And so Indy was always 2 under 3 pick. And that was named for you. Be a good play
for the Bengals. Be a good play the Bengals to use right here in this 2-minute drill. It was a completion play. I love it versus man. The slot wasn't open. You came outside. You hardly were going to throw it to Gesicki. I pronounced it wrong. Eli did a Ron Burgundy and screwed with my teleprompter phonetics. That's why I pronounced it wrong. Gesicki. I like that throw right there to Chase. Who called timeout?
That was your man beater, Peyton. Your man beater was the Indy route, and then your cover 2 beater was that slant with the inside guy going vertical.
Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome back. We got a halftime coming up. We got Boomer's fastest 3 minutes. Third quarter, we got John Legend coming live from his concert in Portland backstage. And in the fourth quarter, the great Chris Collinsworth, and talk a little bit about his playing days with the Bengals and teach Peyton and I how to be a broadcaster. So we got a good second half coming up here.
All right. Hey, Bill, if you're the Cowboys, what are you thinking here?
Well, they're already in field goal range. Just do everything you can to prevent the touchdown here. No shots down the field. Keep it in front of you. Just don't give up. Don't give up a touchdown.
Don't let him throw a go route to the left. Oh, goodness.
See, that's exactly what I want to see as a quarterback. I want to see man press. I can get rid of the ball on time. No chance that the pass rush is going to give me. He's going to throw it in rhythm. I don't see why they're not playing a little more zone right here. He's open. Back shoulder, go route. Oh, he hit him in the helmet.
It hit him in the helmet. I thought it hit Diggs in the helmet.
Yeah, it's starting to put Parsons where he doesn't get chipped by that tight end.
Double mug.
You see, they moved the tight end. Move the tight end.
Tight end coming over.
Parsons
Eli,
inside.
like your demo. Screen. Oh no! Cut it back. Get a block. Get a block.
Where's Burrow? Get a block. Burrow did not get a block.
I don't know what that was. No, we got to keep Joe healthy. There's a lot of time for not many yards right there.
All right, third down right here.
Zone.
Zone.
Yeah.
Zone.
I
Parsons.
don't want to see zone. I don't want to see zone. That's what
Two-man.
they're playing.
They're playing two-man.
Yeah,
Go
Diggs isn't
three-man
on.
rush.
I'm thinking play two-man down here, maybe double both. Yeah,
Spy.
maybe it's two-man.
Spy.
Oh, he had him.
He had him. He had him.
They had a good route, a little corner route versus two-man. There you are. You don't
Good
see
route.
much You don't see much two-man inside the
deep.
20-yard line. It's not a good. Yeah, it's not a. Joe just missed it. I think right there, Jamar's doing the right thing. He's got to come flat. He can't keep that high. You don't see them not on the same
No.
page very often, Pate.
I mean, they've been together for 7 years since their days at college at LSU, and they've, Joe talked about they've just grown as football players, as adults, and their timing's been awesome all year. Just a little off tonight.
He's like
I don't
Robin.
think Joe
He's gonna be in the
I don't think
Batmobile
Joe likes two and
riding
two man.
as Robin.
I really don't.
I mean, you're right, Eli. He wasn't sure about the angle. It's a corner route. He could come out high, but versus two-man, he's got to flatten it. We called it kind of a depot route, a deep out route, where you're just sort of flattening it away from the safety. It's hard to throw, anticipating the route. You got to kind of see his angle. It looked like he had time to hold it to get the ball off. See it down here at the bottom, right? We can't take this high angle because of the free safety.
I think he's had to throw it a little bit before he wanted to. He didn't know maybe how deep he was going to go. Would he take two more steps, getting a little deeper, and he's ready to throw it
Yeah,
before he kind of came out of the break? It's the only thing I can think of.
pass rush got him.
Hey, what year did you get your tips frosted with your hair? Was that your junior year of high school? What year was that?
I used
Put
sun,
lemon.
I used
a lot of
sun
lemon
in
in your
one
hair.
time.
Yeah,
Sun
by
in and
accident.
lemon. Yeah, it didn't go well. It looked it didn't look as good as Joe's.
No, did not. It's good effort though.
Brady said the check's in the mail. There's no chance Brady's sending me any of that Fox money.
He said he'd send it to you after you send Pittsburgh their checks.
Y'all got a lot more usage and touchdowns out of the Colt play than we got out of Pittsburgh and Indy. I can promise you that.
The Colt play that had to be half of Gronk's yardage.
Gronk better reference it in his speech in Canton. That's
Yes.
all I want to say.
Oh, watch out.
Zone.
There you go. There's your check.
Cower.
Fishing funds.
It bounced. I mean, Cower wouldn't be smiling even if it did clear, right? I mean, that's a classic Cower scowl right there.
It is.
All right, Bill, if you're Cincy, keep playing zone, right? Don't give up anything deep.
Absolutely.
That's his third pass that it's gotten in Cincinnati's hands, Eli. Let's try to throw it to the Cowboys. It's just tight coverage here.
Got to be out in front. Yeah, it's this little stick route, Pate. You just can't. Just tight coverage. They're doing a good job playing. Playing its zone. It's like a quarters, but it's tight. They're a little tighter. They're not too soft. They were playing a lot of that Tampa 2 last week, like you showed. They're hitting the drop-offs versus quarters. That Mike's not getting deep. He's guarding the back almost man-to-man. So they're a lot better coverage this week. All right, got a little
He's
check
checking.
here.
He's audibly maybe
Watch
do a
out for
man
CD.
beater. Looks like two man. We hadn't called Cook's name all night, have we? I mean, how about Cook's on a crossing route? Cooks is better on the deep crossing route. This is not his game on a 10-yard stop route. He's better on the deep crossing routes, running the green grass. We got to get a little more of that in this second half.
Yeah, he's a really good deep ball runner. Goes over his post. like deep flags. He's really good at those routes.
Yeah. I talked to McCarthy. I mean, last week they had him on kind of a numbers count because he's coming back. This week he got more reps. Thought we might, see a few more shots to him in this first half. We just hadn't hit anything.
10-yard penalty. First down.
I think they need to do it off play action because their protection's not good enough to just drop back and throw those deep routes very often.
Hey, Bill, we'll see you in the playoff game coming up. That's the next time we'll see you. Looking forward to that. I don't know who we're gonna have. Could be my Broncos. Could be my Broncos in that playoff game, Eli. I'm just calling it right now.
They're playing well. You're calling it? That's your prediction? I like it.
All right, Bill. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the playoffs.
See you in
Sounds
January.
good. Have a good one.